Hello! Don't ask what I'm doing. Cause this is a new interesting way of saying I am not walkthroughing this. This is a challenge which I will put on myself, and sound will be included in this. And how I will be playing is well, do I have a name? Well, yes, of course. Pokemon will be named in this challenge. But I can capture like main Pokemon. I have already choose how I will play this game, and like depending on what my ID number is, that Pokemon will be what I will be given. And it's 1 to 3 will be Chikorita, and 4 to 6 will be Cyndaquil, and 7 to 9 will be which totodile, and 0 will be whatever. And I will show you my trainer card real quick here. 6. This will mean I must start with Cyndaquil, because choosing the starter is what is going to make the world this game. Or not choosing which starter I want is a thing that might be my downfall in this challenge. This is not a Nuzlocke or anything. But another thing I will mention. There is 5 routes where I can capture main Pokemon. The first Pokemon I encounter, like, let's say, if I in Newbark Town, yes, I do want to nickname you. Well, a Cyndaquil, and it's a male one. What better name than Sonic? And some other variations here In a Nuzlocke, you can only catch the first Pokemon you find in a route. And you will get no other choices. But I will now say my case here. And this one is Bashful, which is a neutral nature. Last time I played with a negative hedgehog that like, hey, let me have lower special attack. And I will say how my challenge will work out. I got 5 routes, randomized and checked here. And the Pokemon in each route, let's say Newbarktown for example. You can't, or you can't capture Pokemon in Newbarktown, meaning that this starter Pokemon that I received, even though it says Newbarktown, it doesn't count towards the Pokemon I'm using, because the starter Pokemon is what makes your team. And Newbarktown is actually on my list. So I will actually put a description or which location I will be able to capture main Pokemon. And I will actually include a level rule for Pokemon that aren't on my main team. Well, I can capture those Pokemon, but if they are over level 10 in these first 2 gyms, I will need to delete them, release them and all. Because I can only use Pokemon that And welcome to the wild. It feels like ages since I started my... Look, a Hoothoot! I will just say this. Route number 29 isn't on my list. So, whatever I meet here, I can catch. But it can't be like a main Pokemon for my team. I am not saying this to be mean, but I got Route 43 and 44 and 47, meaning that those routes will be later in the game, and I will need Surf in order to like get to where I can capture Pokemon. Burn Tower is also on my list, and if I actually meet any shiny Pokemon during this challenge, those cannot be used either, because those are 1 in 8,900. Something on rare side. But how is how the challenge will work? If my encounter on route 43 is a Pidgeotto, and if I accidentally knock that Pidgeotto out, I am only allowed to use Pidgeottos or capture a Pidgeotto on that route. And if you encounter the same Pokemon on any of the 5 routes that is randomized, let's say Cyndaquil was a wild Pokemon in Newburgh Town. You can't catch the same Pokemon as a main teammate. And this guy, he gives you the running juice and a Pokegear update. Sherry Brew Town is also one of the places I picked on the list where you could capture Pokemon. Well, since you can capture, like in the water, Magikarps, Krabbies, but once I get like all done with this, I received this running shoes. What is funny about these running shoes? I will always have them like on because I actually hate pressing the B button. And I feel like the text is moving too slow in my case. So I will move it too fast. And if you want me to use another frame type, you can actually comment and say shift to that and that type of I will actually only be like having this little conversation with the old guy as well. And that's the end of the first part of my Pokemon challenge. I will see you guys in the next Pokemon Heart Gold challenge.